In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college football games happening on November 9, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college football games after fully watching this video. One thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. South Carolina versus Vanderbilt. The Vanderbilt Commodores will host the South Carolina Gamecocks in a highly anticipated Southeastern Conference showdown this Saturday afternoon at First Bank Stadium. As the Gamecocks prepare for this critical matchup, they bring a solid 5-3 record into the game, needing just one more victory to secure a bowl game appearance. On the other hand, Vanderbilt enters the contest with a 6-3 record, which is one of their best performances in recent years. The Commodores are eager to finish the season on a high note, and they will certainly be motivated to put up a strong fight in front of their home crowd. South Carolina has dominated this series, winning the last 10 matchups, including a decisive 47-6 victory last season. However, the new-look Commodores are determined to make this game competitive and potentially break that streak. Vanderbilt's chances of success in this game largely hinge on the unpredictable but promising play of their quarterback, Pavia. Last week, he continued his impressive track record against Auburn's coach, Hugh Freeze, maintaining an undefeated streak in 3 games against Freeze-led teams. Pavia has consistently performed well against Southeastern Conference opponents, boasting an impressive average rating of 151. Additionally, in games played in Nashville, he has thrown for 943 yards, 7 touchdowns, and only 2 interceptions, both of which occurred in a tough matchup against Texas. Pavia's ability to rise to the occasion and lead his team will be critical if Vanderbilt hopes to pull off an upset against the Gamecocks. South Carolina has the opportunity to break through in this game with their strong running game. The Commodores have struggled defensively against teams that commit to the run, and this could be an area where the Gamecocks capitalize. Vanderbilt is 0-3 in games where opponents rush the ball 34 times or more, highlighting their vulnerability in this aspect of the game. South Carolina, known for their ground game, averages 43.9 rushing attempts per game, the 6th highest in all of college football. Despite this, Vanderbilt has been performing well against the spread this season, boasting a 7-2 record in 2024. With their confidence soaring, the Commodores will be looking to continue their momentum and deliver a strong performance in front of their home fans. For Vanderbilt, consistency will be the key to success on both offense and defense. The Commodores will need to stay sharp and execute their game plan effectively in all phases of the game. South Carolina, however, has struggled in road games, which could be a significant factor in this matchup. Playing on the road, especially against a team like Vanderbilt, which has shown strong performances at home, has been challenging for the Gamecocks. South Carolina's offense is heavily run-oriented, and if they struggle to maintain control of the game, particularly in terms of offensive efficiency, it could play into Vanderbilt's hands. The Commodores have been turning heads all season, and with a big win on Saturday, they are sure to capture even more attention. Vanderbilt has also been excellent against the spread recently, covering in back-to-back games in 5 of their last 6. So the Vanderbilt Commodores to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Both teams have proven they can put up impressive offensive performances when firing on all cylinders. However, after a high-scoring start to the season, Vanderbilt has dialed things back in recent weeks, limiting opponents to 40 points or fewer in 3 of their last 4 games. They have not gone over the total since their thrilling 40-35 win over Alabama on October 5th. Despite this, Saturday could present an opportunity for the Commodores to regain their offensive rhythm, especially against a South Carolina defense that has been struggling recently. The Gamecocks have allowed 20 or more points in 3 of their last 4 games, signaling vulnerabilities that Vanderbilt may exploit. South Carolina has been successful in hitting the over this season, with a 5-3 record on overs and having gone over the total in 5 of their last 6 games. Given the defensive struggles of both teams, it seems likely that the game will go over the projected total, making over the projected total our full game total pick. Mississippi versus Tennessee. The 2024 college football season marches on with Week 11, bringing exciting matchups across the country. One of the key games this week features a Southeastern Conference showdown at Neyland Stadium, where the Tennessee Volunteers will host the Mississippi State Bulldogs. This game marks the first meeting between these two teams since 2019. And it promises to be an intriguing contest as both teams look to gain momentum in the conference. This matchup presents significant challenges for the Mississippi State Bulldogs, who will likely struggle on both sides of the ball. As we've discussed previously, their defense has been underperforming, and the Tennessee offense, led by standout running back Dylan Sampson, is poised to take full advantage. Mississippi State has struggled with defending the run all season long, allowing a troubling 211.7 rushing yards per game, which ranks 124th in the nation. Additionally, their defense has given up an average of 5.3 yards per carry, tied for 121st in the country. Sampson is likely to have another strong game, especially if Deshaun Bishop is unavailable. Tennessee's offensive line and run game should exploit these vulnerabilities, putting even more pressure on the Bulldogs' defense. On the flip side, Tennessee's defense is one of the most formidable in the nation. They have been exceptional against the run, allowing just 90.1 rushing yards per game, which ranks 6th in the country. Their defensive front is consistently tough, giving opposing teams little room to maneuver. Tennessee's ability to control the game's tempo and dominate possession is one of their key strengths, keeping opposing defenses on their heels. They excel at sustaining long drives, which can wear down even the most well-coached defenses. For Mississippi State, who has had trouble defending both the deep pass and the run, this could prove to be a difficult task. Tennessee's defense also deserves credit for their ability to limit scoring opportunities, as they've held every opponent so far this season to fewer than 20 points. This strong defensive performance has allowed the Volunteers to build and maintain leads throughout the season, further enhancing their chances of success in this matchup. With a seasoned offensive line and an aggressive defensive strategy, Tennessee appears well equipped to take care of business in this game. Given these factors, the Tennessee Volunteers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. As far as the total points for the game are concerned, Tennessee's high-powered offense should have no trouble scoring against Mississippi State's defense. However, Mississippi State's offense has been inconsistent, which may make it difficult for the total to reach the over. Tennessee's defense has been exceptional this season, keeping high-powered offenses like Alabama's to just 17 points. In fact, the Volunteers have not allowed more than 19 points in any game this year, showcasing their dominance. Tennessee's offensive strategy will likely focus on running the ball and controlling the clock, which could limit the Bulldogs' opportunities to score. While Mississippi State has shown some offensive spark, scoring at least 24 points in each of their last 4 games, their struggles on offense, particularly in the passing game, may prevent them from putting up enough points to push the total over. Mississippi State's passing attack has struggled with both efficiency and pass protection, and Tennessee's defense is well equipped to disrupt their rhythm. The Vols' pass rush has been especially effective, consistently generating pressure on opposing quarterbacks and racking up sacks. This will likely make it difficult for Mississippi State to sustain drives or generate big plays. Furthermore, Tennessee's red zone defense is among the best in the nation, often forcing opponents into field goal attempts rather than allowing touchdowns. Given these factors, we anticipate that the total score for this game will remain low. Given Tennessee's defensive strength and their ability to control the tempo, under the projected total is our full game side pick. Maryland versus Oregon. Top-ranked Oregon is one of the only 5 undefeated teams left in college football, and they will be aiming to preserve their perfect record when they host Maryland for a Big Ten showdown on Saturday. The Terrapins come into the game following a much-needed bye week, with their most recent outing being a tough 48-23 defeat against Minnesota. Meanwhile, the one-ranked Ducks come off an impressive victory against the defending national champions, Michigan, winning comfortably by a score of 38-17. Oregon's performance last weekend displayed their dominance, and they will be looking to continue their winning ways as they face Maryland this weekend. This game will mark the very first meeting between these two schools on the football field, adding an extra layer of excitement to this contest. Both teams are known for their high-powered offenses, making it an intriguing matchup. Maryland will have their hands full against a strong Ducks defense that has allowed fewer than 17 points in 6 of their last 7 games, making it one of the toughest defensive units in the Big Ten. The Terrapins will need to come up with a solid game plan if they hope to score against Oregon's defense. On the other side of the ball, Oregon's offense is slightly banged up, as they will be without top receiver Tez Johnson and starting right guard Marcus Harper II for this game. However, The Ducks have incredible depth, and their next man up is likely capable of starting for most other teams. In addition, quarterback Bo Nix is a seasoned veteran, and he should be able to manage any challenges the offense faces. When you consider that Maryland allowed Minnesota, a team averaging just 28 points per game, to score 48 points, it's safe to say they will be in for a tough time against an Oregon offense that has yet to score fewer than 31 points in a game this season. While I do believe Maryland will be able to move the ball decently in this matchup, their lack of scoring will become a glaring issue, especially as the Ducks demonstrate their offensive prowess. Maryland is 3-5 against the spread this season, while Oregon holds a 5-4 against the spread record. The weather shouldn't have a major impact on the game, as Maryland's inability to run the ball in ideal conditions is a much bigger concern. The Terrapins' biggest issue lies with their offensive line, which will face a formidable challenge from Oregon's defensive front. The Ducks are ranked 27th in the nation in sacks, averaging 2.6 per game, with defensive tackle Derek Harmon leading the charge. Harmon has been a disruptive force with 3 sacks and 2 forced fumbles. Maryland has struggled to move the ball through the air this season, and with the pressure they'll face from Oregon's defensive line, quarterback Talia Tagovailoa could be forced into more mistakes, including turnovers. If the weather holds up, Oregon's offense, led by quarterback Bo Nix, should be able to put up over 45 points easily. Even if weather conditions worsen, the Ducks can still score at least 35 points due to their strong running game. Unfortunately for Maryland, I don't see them being able to move the ball effectively against such a strong defensive unit. This is the same Maryland team that was blown out by both Minnesota and Northwestern earlier this season. Given their superior talent on both sides of the ball, the Oregon Ducks to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. This game pits two of the Big Ten's top offenses against each other, with the two schools combining to average an impressive 63 points per game on the season. However, Maryland will likely face significant difficulties putting points on the board against an Oregon defense that has been exceptionally tough, allowing just 8.7 points per game over the last 3 contests. As a result, the Terrapins will likely need help from Oregon's offense to stay competitive, as the Ducks are expected to shoulder most of the scoring responsibilities. If Oregon is able to jump out to a large lead early, it could give Maryland a chance to face the Ducks' second unit on defense, which could potentially improve their chances of scoring. Regardless, I do think Maryland will be able to move the ball enough to put themselves in position to score a few points. Over their past 3 games, Oregon's offense has averaged 37 points per game, so I'm not concerned about their ability to continue putting up points. Additionally, between these two teams, the over has hit in 11 of the 17 matchups this season. Therefore, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.